the good thing about the Media Fellowship Program is that before I joined B4F, I never had any knowledge of agricultural biotechnology. Yeah, I never had any knowledge because I used to report the conventional way of doing agriculture. Because definitely my editor will never even edit anything about agricultural technology. She was very, very opposed to it. But you know, I told her about B4FA and I started writing stories about agricultural biotechnology, and she will call me up and say, okay, explain this, and I'll give her the explanation. I'll say, she started looking at me and say, it's as if you are deep in this thing. I said, well, this is what I've gone through. I've gone through some of the lab processes and everything, and I can see that, okay, if I can do it, if the scientists can do it, then I also can do it. So that is how it came on board. And you know, afterwards I started writing about it. I started getting contacts and sources, from some of these trainings we've had, you know, because we used to have like resource persons from the science field and from even the journalist those that have journalistic background, you know. So they used to come on board some of these trainings. So I got contacts from them, and time in, time out, I kept calling on them, sending them mails to interview them and everything. But there was a particular story I wrote. We have this Farmers Association of Nigeria, and their financial secretary happens to be my very good friend, happens to be my very top source. There's nothing I want to know about agriculture. When I call him up, he just wants to like talk to me. So I wrote a story about farmers not getting improved seeds, not getting the kind of seeds they are supposed to get and everything. And the man called me up and he said, come, I read your story. And do you know what happened? The minister called me and told me that, see, what can we do to help the Nigerian farmer? So I was impressed, and he told me, said, see, how did you get the knowledge of this? I said, well, I've gone through the training and everything. So this, and he told me, there was one thing he told me, he said, he's a scientist, he's a farmer, and he never wants to discuss agricultural biotechnology. He said, not that the farmer does not want to hear about it, but because the policymakers would not want to hear about it. And I said, why? He said, as a farmer, he wants something that he plants something and the yields come out, he doesn't have any glut, he doesn't have any losses and everything. And he believes that agricultural biotechnology can help solve this kind of problem. So, you know, with that, the man encouraged me, said, do you know what I want to tell you? Please continue writing what you're writing, but make sure you report facts. Correct facts, accurate facts and figures. And you know, this has really helped too, because the Minister of Agriculture in my country, you know, he too is a foremost scientist. You know, he will never want to discuss about agricultural biotechnology because he's scared of what the Parliament or the National Assembly, as we call it, will think about it. But you know, he came up now. He said, if the West is moving this way, then Nigeria too should join. Because, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this technology. The technology, you know, nobody, just like we have the aircraft. Some people developed the aircraft. Before the aircraft, some people were riding on horses. But now the aircraft is here. You can get to wherever you want to get to, I mean, in whatever time you want to do it. So, I mean, it's something that we can embrace. And, you know, the Media Fellowship Program has really helped some of us. Myself, categorically, it has really enriched me. You know, some of the master classes the master class we had has really, you know, gave us another picture of how to present yourself in terms of communicating to your readers. So, I mean, it's something that personally I don't want B4FA to like just end here. You know, like we from the 4 focal countries, we are thinking of like maybe forming an association of African agricultural journalists, where we exchange ideas. We still continue writing about these things. We cross-pollinate as we talk. As we used to say, we go to different countries. Maybe like some journalists from Tanzania will come to Nigeria, come and share ideas with us, meet with our scientists and everything. Then we still like want to send some of these reports to B4FA. So that is what we're thinking about now. We're really working on that. We intend to like, you know, kickstart it maybe by the time we get back to Africa. But we want to like make it known to B4FA that this is what we want to do, and we believe that we want support from the B4FA. We want like some of the B4FA experts or some of like the B4FA resource person on the advisory board of this association, that they can like link us up with some of these scientists. We don't want to see only Burkina Faso, Egypt, and South Africa embracing this technology. Want to see some other African countries embracing this technology. If we have some other superpowers African countries embracing this technology, we believe it's going to go a long way. And mind you, this technology is not only, people are only looking at the adverse effects, if there are any anyway, but people should look at the benefits. What accrues to the smallholder farmers. You understand? People should look at that, because we need to improve their livelihood. We need to make them have every sense of belonging in agriculture as a business. So that is what we should be looking at. We shouldn't like narrow our minds to what are the health hazards, if there are any anyway. So I think B4FA has really equipped me. It has, it has given me an added instrument. I can now face the farmer. I can now talk to the farmers, and I mean, it has really helped. It has really helped. Thank you.